Hey everybody, hope everybody's doing well out there and keeping in good spirits during the pandemic. This is Cindy. I'm Paul. Our channel is High Seas Cindy and Paul. Welcome everybody. So we want to talk about our review about Royal Sands Resort. So what are we going to hit here first, Cindy?
We're going to start out with our 5 misses.
Okay.
And after that we'll do the ones that are I guess, our favorites.
Right. And keep in mind the misses aren't so bad. Towards the end, 1 or 2 are a little bit of a disappointment, but all things considered, for the rate that we paid, it was an amazing experience. So we're going to start with our first low, and we're going to start at the top and work our way to the biggest low.
Sure.
So
okay, Paul, let's start with our first one on number 5 on our top misses. It would be drinks all around. Now, we did have a few issues with some of the drinks, and which ones did you...
Well, when we first got there in our very first video, you can see that we didn't like the pina coladas were awful. The margaritas were awful. They were not very strong, watered down. Our recommendation is to order a second shot of whatever you're drinking, like she was drinking a lot of Bahama Mamas. Mm-hmm. So she was ordering a second shot, and then later on we found out, hey, they were telling us just order a double. Mm-hmm. So that's our tip to you, is just order a double.
And it's included in the package. So.
And some shots too,
yes.
you know. So, and then I want to also hit on that the coffee bar was not included, which I was highly disappointed in. And we were looking at numerous resorts like Riu and a couple others where the high-end specialty coffees were included. Now, the beer selection, we had Modelo. I'm drinking a dark Modelo right now. I love Modelo. I love Coronas, but not 7 days in a row. I do like a few more beer choices, but that's fine. The rate was great, so you can't complain too bad. So my biggest complaint was it was pretty warm, low to mid 80s, a little humid, and sometimes out at the beach when we were getting the beach service, they're serving a lot of people, so it took a while for you to get your beer. So they were coming a little warmer than I like. I like my beer cold and refreshing. But I did get burned out on Modelo and Corona by the end of the 7 days there. I was definitely looking for a little more variety, but and the other disappointment would be like in the evening, sometimes I like to drink Crown and Coke or Jack and Coke. And the highest level I could get was Jim Beam. So you're not going to be getting your Johnny Walker doubles or triple blacks or anything like that. And, you're going to have to spend a lot more money at those resorts. So keep in mind, we're going to get to the price point at the end.
Yes.
So that was a little bit of a low with some of the drinks.
Okay, our number 4 low was restaurants off property.
Right. The great thing is you can go to multiple restaurants at Royal Islander, Royal Cancun. Royal Cancun has an amazing Italian restaurant, but you're looking at a 15-20 minute shuttle ride. Mm-hmm. Keep in mind, if you're going between 5 and 7, especially between 5 and 6, that's going to be a packed bus, and they might even call in a standby taxi van, and I mean, they're going to pack it completely full.
We've seen them do that. They've seen them put maybe 10 people in this small little van
so
taxi.
We opted out, and then we just took our own taxi over there. So keep that in mind. That's a little bit of a low there. It would be nice if everything was on one property. There's pros and cons to be able to go to multiple properties, and kind of like cruising, I like everything right there, and I kind of like a resort where everything's right there. But you got to keep in mind that was a great price point, but that's definitely a low.
Yeah, I mean, we did enjoy most of the restaurants that they had on property.
Yeah, Captain Cove was amazing too, but that one's quite a bit. That's maybe 5 or 10 minutes. But again, if you're eating at peak times between 5 and 7, you're going to have a pretty full shuttle ride.
But we enjoyed the Sand Dollar with the sushi and
multiple times.
And they had theme nights at the buffet, like the
Mexican Fiesta night, which we enjoyed.
Yes.
And they had quite a few other things. So the main restaurant and the buffet there are good. The Sand Dollar's good.
Yes.
I'm not going to get into the rest of the stuff there. That's coming on the next low there. Yeah. But the sushi was great. They have a sports bar there, so they've got bar food. But if you want to go to some of the other restaurants, that low is the shuttle for sure.
Be prepared to get on a bus.
Right, exactly.
Okay, Our next number 3 is on our low is we noticed a lot of places they were understaffed and overstaffed at other places,
Right.
Departments.
Right. So like the Sand Dollar, like I was just talking about there, we probably had to wait an hour to an hour and a half to get our sushi, and they had like one person covering like 5 to 10 tables.
Yeah.
And then you would go by the front desk and there'd be 5 people standing there with nobody checking in and a few concierges, and so that was a little disappointing there with the service took a while. But, you know, we got up, we were right there just outside the sports bar. We had a beautiful view overlooking both pools, the beach. So I was enjoying multiple Jim Beams. She was enjoying multiple wines. We just kept going up to the bar, but, you know, so we kind of took care of ourselves on that, you know, in that regard. But definitely service was a little slow. And also at Royal Cancun at a beautiful great quality Italian restaurant. They had one guy serving multiple tables, and that kind of killed it a little bit. And then I think the French restaurant was pretty good service, but definitely they need more people serving the peak dining times.
Yes,
so
I agree.
A little bit of a low.
Yes, but it didn't stop us from eating.
But the food was great.
Yeah.
Food was great every time. Just service was a little slow. So I guess if you can handle a lot of drinks, just enjoy a lot of drinks and be patient for your food, and you'll be all right.
Okay, and our number 2 low was, it didn't affect me, but it did affect Paul a little bit, was the beds in our room.
Yeah, the beds are like rocks. Kind of reminded me of the Flintstones, you know, where you got that cement rock bed. That's what it was like. So I called up one night and I said, hey, I can't be the only one complaining. So they brought housekeeping up right away. Service was great on that. They're like, oh, you're on the extremely hard side. We have a softer side. They flipped it. It was a little softer, but it was still pretty hard. I like those Carnival beds like we have on the Carnival cruise ship. It's like floating in a cloud. These beds are hard. If you don't like a rock hard bed, you're not going to like the beds.
A tip for you: when you get to your room, test out the beds. If they're too hard, call housekeeping and ask them to come up and flip your bed or add some kind of like comforter or something on the bed.
They flipped it and I lived with it. I didn't bug them. You know, I didn't bug them again. I just let it be. So,
so that's a tip right there for you, just in case you do not like the beds.
Yeah, rock hard.
Yes. And our number 1 low at the resort was they did not have any night entertainment at all on property.
Yeah, night entertainment was zero. Non-existent. And I don't want to go to downtown Cancun. I don't want to go to the hotel nightclub, you know, hotel zone nightclub area. I prefer to stay at the property where I'm secure, got good security there. That's what I'm paying for. So there was no entertainment. We did go to Royal Cancun one night. They had a live band out there in their buffet pool area. It was okay. If you had a lot of drinks, it might be, you know, pretty good. But definitely it was lacking. And that was the only entertainment we saw in 7 days was one band. It was not so great.
I mean, they did have entertainment during the day.
It was nice to hear live music, but it just wasn't that great.
But on the upside of it, they did have entertainment, you know, with the band at the pool, DJ and stuff like that. So there is stuff out there, but just at night, we just did not encounter any live music. Or we could have went to the sports bar, but it was so jam-packed, we just didn't.
And we thought we were going to frequent the sports bar a lot more frequent. They've got 2 pool tables there. We like playing pool. We like playing darts. We go to sports bars. We like that. But it was during playoffs, the weekends. It was wall-to-wall people in there. During the pandemic and us being out of the country, we decided maybe we'd like to stay away from that. So that was our choice. We could have kind of went in there, but it was pretty packed. Yeah. So we chose to stay away from that.
But just like on cruises, we like to play shuffleboard a lot too, so that we missed that too.
Yeah, we like to play darts when we drink and play pool and shuffleboard. We like those indoor shuffleboard and outdoor shuffleboard. Yes. But you know, unfortunately, they do have outdoor shuffleboard out there at the table, out by the pool. So
we played that on Royal Caribbean that one time we cruised, and it was a lot of fun outdoors. Yep. We had a lot of fun. Yep.
So
okay, that's our top 5 lows.
So keep in mind. Especially for the price point, I say at $250 or under. I mean, these aren't big deals. If you're kind of a high-end alcohol or a coffee snob, you're definitely going to be a little disappointed, and you're going to have to, you know, pay for high-end drinks, and you're going to have to pay for your, your high-end coffees that are going to cost you probably $4 to $6. So just keep that in mind when
Yes.
booking. But just consider a price point too. So
That's right.
yeah. So let's move on to the highs, the really good highs.
Yes.
So.
And our number, starting at number 5, room service. We did encountered a couple times at room service, and we had great service.
Room
great
service
food.
was amazing.
Mhm.
Yeah, great, super fast, super
Yes.
efficient. Seemed like they always had plenty of staff on. Food came hot. The coffee was hot in the morning. Everything was perfect. They had us covered all across the board
Yes.
at room service, and also they're the people that restock your refrigerator with your Dos Equis, your Modelo. They didn't have any Corona in there, but they give you regular Modelo. They give you Dos Equis and Coke and Orange Fanta and a few others and plenty of water. 24 hours a day, you call them up, boom, they've got you covered. And a quick tip on that is maybe stock up a little heavier the day or the night before, because the bars don't open at the pool till 11 a.m. And I think we had to wait till 10 a.m. to get our Bloody Marys out at the buffet area for
They don't
breakfast.
start serving alcohol until 10 a.m.
10 a.m. in the buffet area and 11 o'clock out by the pool. Now, we did make some friends on Phase 2 pool later on, and they kind of gave me, they took care of me.
Yes.
We don't want to get anybody in trouble, so no worries. We got you covered.
That's right. Okay, so our number 4 high is we were able to visit other royal properties.
Yeah, and that was really
Really
cool.
enjoyed that.
Yeah, and especially if you like kayaking and paddle boat rides and stuff like that, and go over to Royal Cancun. During the day, the bus is not that bad. The only time the bus is a problem is peak dinner time, because everybody wants to go to that really good Italian restaurant. Everybody wants to go to Captain Cove right there on the bay and enjoy that beautiful sunset. And then the French restaurant's great there at the Royal Islander. But during the daytime, the shuttles are quick, no matter what. We rode them quite a few times during the day, and during the day there was 2 to maybe 8 people at the most.
But we enjoyed riding on the bus anyways, because
Just to kind of look around the town.
Yeah, check out Cancun and what's going on. So we really enjoyed that, and plus enjoying looking at the resorts like Royal Cancun. We were able to use our wristband for drinks and alcohol, and food. And then the Royal Islander, just a reminder, guys, that does not.
Your all-inclusive doesn't work at the Royal
They don't
Islander.
even offer it even if you book that property.
Right. Yeah.
Now we're going to start on number 3. Our number 3 high is the staff was very friendly and the grounds were kept very clean.
Yes, the grounds are immaculate,
Yes.
beautiful. The rooms are spotless,
Clean.
and I kind of looked in a couple rooms after the people left and how they clean it, and it's all tapertine tile, and they soap and water all the floor, and I seen them squeegee in and out and mopping it, and just the rooms were really clean. Definitely did a great job, cleaner than most. I'm a Hilton Gold member. I stay at a lot of Hilton properties, and I hate to say it, but these rooms are far superior than a lot of high-end hotels I've been in. They were very clean.
And that one housekeeper that we got to engage with a few times, she was very sweet. I mean, I really enjoyed talking to her.
Right, yeah. So we usually don't get housekeeping service. We just get towels and stuff like that. But, the overall impression of the room was spotless.
Yes.
The grounds were immaculate. I was very impressed with how well the grounds were kept.
And tell them about how they were spraying everything down with the...
yeah, they walk around with sanitizer, and they
spray.
Got these big backpacks on, and every time somebody gets up off the chairs, they spray it down. They come over and spray it down. They're constantly cleaning, sanitizing, and keeping everything sanitized. As far as, like I was saying again, being in America at a lot of hotels that I've stayed at this year, they're doing a far better job.
For the COVID, for sure.
Absolutely. So props to that for them, keeping everybody safe.
Perfect. And our number 2 high, we really enjoyed Phase 2. That was the second side of the Royal Sands, right next door to it.
The pool area,
The
Phase 2 pool area, yep.
And with the service, the pool, and food and drinks, we really enjoyed that. And they had a beautiful pool. That was where the char hut was, and they actually cooked the food there. And
underneath the bar there. So the food, you're right, you're sitting right there. Everything comes out fresh and hot.
Yes.
So, and our room was right at Phase 1, and we have a lot of shots there over the pool. But you just walk across the pool area, go through a little corridor there, maybe 100 feet, and then boom, you walk right out there on the phase 2 pool. And most of the people that I encountered there are all condo owners, and it's more of a retreat area. And I really like the bar there. It's just one large bar area. They've got great tables to sit there and enjoy the bar, enjoy the beautiful view of the beach, and then the service was just completely outstanding. It was completely blown away with the service at the phase 2.
They're the ones that recommended doing the double shots because we didn't know that, and they knew our name. It was very.
They were
nice.
giving me drinks before I won them, and you know, this and that. So they're trying to keep me fat and happy.
That's okay, as long as you're having fun, enjoying your vacation. That's what it's all about.
Yep, definitely was enjoying it for sure.
Okay, so our number 1 high is what, Paul? Paul, this is the reason Paul booked this resort.
The beach, and just the layout there, and I really love the beach. I love the waves. It's got a pretty good surf. If you got little kids, you might be careful. It's got a little bit of an undertow there. Pretty good waves at times. They have a lot of lifeguards out, but it does have a strong surf and a strong current, which is great to listen to. But it was great to go swimming under the waves and, you know, do a little boogie boarding on the white water and stuff like that. So it was really, really nice to enjoy that beach. So
we loved the chairs out there, and the service was wonderful.
Yeah, service was great.
A lot of sunset or sunrises we watched.
Yep, it was beautiful.
We loved that too.
Yeah, and I like that, just, you know, beautiful white, kind of like powdered sugar beach. We looked, initially we were going to go in November. As our followers know, we were going to do 3 or 4 days at Riu and 3 or 4 days at Royal Sands and do a comparison. And then this time we got such a great rate on Royal Sands, we decided to do that. And I really wanted to stay at Royal Sands because I like the beach. The beach looks a lot nicer. I haven't been to Riu, so I can't speak personally, but from the pictures and what I looked at there, it looks a little rockier, and I like the waves. I like the surf, so I definitely, that was a big draw to me.
Yeah, we're beach people, so we love the beach, so that was our number 1 for sure.
And what do they call those umbrellas there? There's a proper name. But it kind of reminded me of Cozumel and Nachikacom when I looked at the pictures, and to me that just looked like home and where I wanted to be. So I was quite pleased with the beach. It lived up to the hype.
And they had a lot of security. I mean, once you
sat
down,
security.
They wanted to make sure you were staying at the resort, because I guess a lot of people just walk up and down that beach and they just stop and sit in the chairs.
Yeah, they've got multiple people watching from multiple angles, and they're on radios, and they're keeping an eye on the property real good. Security was a major plus there as well. So
that's right. That's
great.
So that was our highs and lows at Royal Sands. And next we're going to talk about is what we paid for a 7-night stay for 2 adults at that resort.
Right.
I mean, we did actually find an awesome deal. It was a Black Friday night deal. I was able to get 52% off. It was a junior suite ocean view, and you want to talk about that?
Keep in mind with the junior suite, it's a smaller room. It's fine with a couple, or if you're going to be there a few days and you don't want a lot of thrills and you think you're going to spend a lot of time out at the pool and the beach. A couple things to keep in mind with the junior suite: it only comes in 2 queen beds, and you have a very small balcony, barely big enough to get your 2 dining room chairs on to sit on. You can sit on it comfortably, but you're not going to have you're not going to be eating breakfast out there, and you know, it's small, but it works. I mean, it's a big room.
Oh yeah,
it's a really big room. Kind of a lot of wasted space, to be honest with you, you know. But if we go back, we were looking at, you know, maybe going back there in January, February, and we were thinking maybe of doing not the all-inclusive and saving a little money. And just because there's a store a block away, a grocery store there, and we were thinking, well, we could get, you know, different kinds of beers we like. We can keep them cold. They let you bring big coolers down to the pool. And, you know, we could bring our Bubba cups and make some drinks that we like up in our room and then take them down there. But we did find an all-inclusive coming up here in the future, and that'll be on another video. But definitely for the value. I mean, even right now, I think it's like, what, $230 to $260 a night for a junior suite. I mean, basically, guys, you're eating and drinking that. You're basically staying for free.
And just another reminder, when you're looking for those sales, you don't have to do the all-inclusive.
Right.
They have prices are a lot cheaper, so you can actually buy your own food and drinks. And
because you might be, maybe you're on a special diet or food allergies, or like I said, if you like higher end spirits, then maybe you might consider not doing the all-inclusive.
Yes. And then get the one-bedroom suite, because then you'll get the full kitchen,
Right.
which you can actually cook full meals.
And I could kind of see us maybe doing that in the future, you know, especially when the pandemic's, you know, over, because the rates are going to go up and stuff like that. So, you know, and then that would give you other options to try other dining, because I found, looking at most of the menus there, the food and going out and the dining is quite reasonable. So
I think if once cruising keeps canceling, people are going to start going to all-inclusive, so I think the rate's going to probably go up a little bit more, which is okay, but...
Yeah. And now Cancun just dropped they're only allowed to have the resorts at 50%.
now.
It was 60%. Now I guess they're in some orange zone, so they dropped it to 50%. So, and then of course now you have to get the COVID test, and that's another thing I want to address here at Royal Sands, and I want to give them props again for taking care of their people. I want to talk about here that Royal Sands, as it posted on their website, if you test positive, and Royal Sands is going to give you the test included, included at the resort there. So if you test positive, they're going to put you up for the 14 days, and they're also going to feed you.
Yes.
So complimentary. Now we're looking at going at another resort in February, and I think they're offering us 50%, but it's going to be a completely different experience.
We'll do a video on that. So stay tuned with that.
Stay tuned. And
now let's get with the rate we paid for this place at Royal Sands. I mean, we got the Black Friday deal, 52% off. We got a junior suite, ocean view. And what we paid for each night, we paid $193. That was the average rate when they put it all together.
Because it was a little higher on the weekends and a little lower on the weekdays. It averaged out to $193. That is total. That is taxes and everything. Our total out the door was $13.52 is what we paid.
Night.
So, like I said, $193 a day. I'm not going to complain too bad about the drinks or having to buy a coffee. And the room service coffee was fine.
It was fine.
Basically, we stayed for free for the dining that we had and the drinks and enjoying the property. It was a great value.
We were able, like we just repeated, we were able to see other resorts. It was just awesome just to see what they, whatever properties they had to offer. I mean, in Carmadel, we could have did the Royal Hacienda too, which we were looking to do that.
Yeah, we were looking at going there in January, and we had some things going on. We weren't sure if we could make it, and then we just held off. We're doing something a little special here in February in Cancun. So
same area where Royal Hacienda is. So.
Right. Yeah.
Now, Paul, if we had to do this again, and would you want to do an all-inclusive resort or go cruising?
Oh, absolutely, cruising, hands down.
You like cruising better?
Yeah, because, you know, like I mentioned, the major low here was no entertainment. One thing that I love about cruising is, first off, I mean, we had great staff and service, but you can't beat the staff and service of the people that have been taking care of us on the high seas.
Yes.
We miss those people so much. And then just having everything right out your door, my friends, specialty dining, casinos, comedy clubs, I mean, live bands, Broadway shows. I mean, we really miss cruising, and but cruising's going up. We noticed, so
prices.
You know, we'll probably be doing. This was our first time at an all-inclusive, and I really enjoyed it. We stayed at a lot of beach hotels before in America, and it's pretty pricey. So we were blown away by how affordable Cancun is, and how great the service and just, you know, how great everything was, and the beaches were truly amazing.
So if our Mardi Gras cancels, we'll just say May or end of May, what we have, would you go back to Royal Sands Resort?
Yeah, and depending on the rate, I might do an all-inclusive, and I might just do, you know, where we're on our own, and then I can kind of buy what kind of beer I want, what kind of alcohol I want, and, you know, and then maybe do some different dinings, and then maybe do more things outside of the resort, because you're not paying for the resort. So there's some great values by not doing the all-inclusive, you know, especially at peak times. So that's something to keep in mind. So, but yeah, you know, I'm good either way. And if you're going to ask me if I'm going to rebook Royal Sands again, yeah, absolutely.
It's a beautiful resort.
Yeah, it's a beautiful resort. I would book all the Royal properties. The Islander would probably be a little bit more on the lower end to me, but they've got really good deals if you want to do like a 1-bedroom suite, which we would probably do, and then they've got stores right around there, and we would probably just buy our own alcohol and food and stuff like that. So I'm good either way.
Yeah, either way.
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay for us because sometimes we like to eat differently than just eating chips and guacamole every day.
Yeah, and you know, it's kind of like cruising. When you eat a lot of that food, it's got a lot of sodium in it and stuff like that, and you start getting bloated, you know. So it's nice to kind of, you know, maybe keep to a little better diet, and then maybe, you know, splurge once a day and try different dining experiences. So
there's options.
Yeah, and that would be a good choice too on Playa del Carmen there, because you've got Fifth Avenue down there.
Yes.
And hundreds of restaurants and different things to try. So.
Bars and everything. So
Yep,
that's
so-
pretty cool.
Yep.
All right, so I think that's it, Paul. I think we got through. Let everybody know our highs and lows at Royal Sands. If you're going to book Cancun, let us know down below what resort you guys are going to be staying at. If you guys have any questions, let us know, because we'll be more than happy to help you guys plan your vacation. If you have any questions about the resort or anything, we can try to help you guys with,
Right,
plane, anything like that.
Yeah. More than happy. We're kind of known as the information people.
Yes.
Cindy's been doing an amazing job, always showing all the maps, circling things, putting prices, and she wants to keep everybody well informed. She loves doing that.
Yeah.
So I say, I've got some really good tequila here. You can't think of Cancun and Mexico without some tequila. I got some good Dorbel here. So I say we have a toast to Cancun.
Sure.
All right.
Get those glasses
And
filled.
we got one trip down, and we were supposed to go in November, but we finally made it in December. Thank you to all our followers and everybody that's been following us and keeping up with us and wondering what's going on. But
please, guys, if you're watching this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and let us know if you guys should go to Cancun.
yeah, and let us know if you got any questions again, and with the pandemic, and most resorts now are including the COVID test to get back into the United States because they don't want to lose out on the business. So we've got our tequila, and I say 1-2 Cancun.
Cheers, guys.
Boom, here it goes. Woo, yeah, that's smooth, baby.
That actually is smooth.
A little bit on the back end, but not too bad.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm fine.
So, if you haven't checked it, we really miss cruising. I'm going to put a link up here in the video. The 7 things we love about cruising and that we missed the most during the pandemic. And if you can, check it out, share it, and check out Cindy's Instagram page. Hi Seas Cindy on Instagram. I'm Paul. Hi Seas Paul on Instagram, and we got a lot of cool high seas and Cancun and a lot of fun pictures to put up there. And we want to thank everybody. Here's to you guys. We'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.